there's something in the fighting that's interesting, and this is what happens sometimes between you and I have to work on it. It's like if you have a problem and you say it to me, I have to really work on just receiving it, just listening.
That's the only thing I ask.
I know.
Because you don't have a lot of problems. And you used to say, I have no problems. And you're pretty...
It's pretty true.
It's pretty true.
I work on myself really hard, but one thing I don't like...
You went to therapy today.
Yes.
I didn't.
When I
didn't.
We'll talk about that. But the one thing
on the podcast.
The podcast goes really wrong.
People are like, no, fuck the show. Talk about that. Talk about...
What is my...
Wait. What did you just say there? 1, 2, give a test.
Test.
Go again.
Test.
All right,
should I close the window?
No, we're good. Miles like, fucking tell her to close the window. No, we're good.
Are you sure?
We're
the
fine.
window's open.
We're fine.
The window's open.
Here.
Hey, we're here.
Rapaport's Reality with the window open.
Window's open. It's loud in New York City.
It is loud in New York City, but we need the air. It is Rapaport's Reality.
That's right.
My name is Michael Rapaport.
Oh, and I'm Kebe Rapaport.
And this is Rapaport's Reality. We need like a theme song. Welcome, reality TV, pop culture world. This is Rapaport's Reality. I promise you I will not count the episodes after we get to 9, but this is episode 3. We're still early.
Yeah, let's do 3. I think we should count till 5.
5. I think till 5.
Let's do 10.
But at 10 you stop.
Yeah, let's do episode 5. That has a ring to it. Episode 5.
Yeah, the iconic episode 5. People are already preparing for iconic episode 5. If you've never listened to this podcast is about all things reality TV, all things popular culture, and all things, but not all things. All things, but not all things.
Some things about
our life, our relationship, which could be very boring, could be very mundane, or hopefully very relatable. We are in a great period of reality TV.
Oh boy, are we.
Right now, we have Vanderpump Rules is kicking into action.
Oh, it's going. I like the way it's going. But let's back up because, some things that we haven't really been talking about. Let's talk about Beverly Hills because it's over. It's over. And we didn't talk about Kathy Hilton coming in.
Kathy Hilton came. Now let's give some inside scoop. So because the thing that I think we have to offer that other reality podcasts don't have to offer is the inside.
I don't think you want to do that.
Access. Well,
babe, no, because
we could share.
A lot of people in podcast world have inside access.
I don't think they have as much inside access as we have to Andy Cohen.
Well, yeah, because you can call him and you text him on the phone. He's your friend.
Yeah,
but
so that's inside access.
He doesn't tell you anything, though. He never gives it up, which I love that about him. He doesn't really give anything up because he has a job to do. He's professional, whatever.
He knows who he's talking to. He knows he's talking to somebody who's unhinged.
And like crazy people. We're obsessed. So he doesn't give us any information.
But
you talked to him this morning. He didn't tell you shit.
I said, Andy, I know it's probably 8. You've taken your kids to school. And I just want to make this quick. But we asked him, we said, because on the last podcast, we were curious. Did Kathy Hilton call and say she wanted to be on the reunion? Did they call Kathy Hilton? Did Kyle suggest? Kyle, the reigning queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
We said that. She's our queen. I don't think everybody would agree with that. But
they would say Lisa Vanderpump. But let's say focus on Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy, who they treat her like she's the actual queen of actual Beverly Hills. We're not going to go hard on Kathy. We love, but we also see you, Kathy.
We see you, Kathy.
We see you
what
on
did he say, by the way? I went to the bathroom.
He said we gave her a call.
Oh.
He said we gave her a call.
Good television.
We said, why not?
This is good production.
And she came. I have to say.
Wait, babe. She came and she was not that interested. She was putting on her lip gloss.
I mean, Sutton Strack seemed to have a fainting attack. Like she seemed like she got lightheaded.
Exhaustion and she was swelling of the hands, shaking.
Shaking of the hands. She so much to the point where they had to take her to the hospital.
Yeah.
She didn't finish the final episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Reunion Part 3. And Kathy Hilton could give two shits.
She didn't care.
And right behind her was the great Erica Jane. Yeah. They both seem like okay, she's this out. Bitch is going to be fine.
Yep.
And I don't like to use the B word a lot, but they seem like she's going to be fine. Did you put up a Christmas tree? Because she asked you, did you put up a Christmas tree this year?
Right.
And like Erica trying to small talk Kathy, and Kathy's trying to figure out her phone, and Sutton Strack is over there like shaking, and they're giving her, like oxygen,
orange juice,
and all this stuff. I mean, what did you think of Kathy? Listen.
I think it was on brand. I think it was totally on brand.
I think it was on brand.
Yeah, it was on brand. It was perfect. I'm not mad at that at all.
I'm not mad at it either. The more Kathy, the merrier. I just think it's so
funny that she did it to Sutton, who Sutton stuck up for her. It just shows that Kathy is for Kathy.
All day, every day.
And who's mad at that? Like, that's what she does. And all right, so.
And I have said, I'm not going to name names, but a handful of people have said to me a few times, hey, would you like to meet Kathy? She wants to meet you. You're really being a little hard on her, but if you met her in real life, you'd love her. And I'm thinking to myself, number one, I don't need to meet Kathy Hilton. I don't need to conversate with Kathy Hilton. And I'm sure she could turn the charm on better than anybody. But when we see you and we saw you, episode after episode, that camera don't lie.
Camera don't lie, especially on a situation like that where the camera was focused. And when you're in front of a camera, what's going to happen in a situation like that. The camera is going to be on the activity, and that was on Sutton. So they weren't aware that it would maybe be on them. I mean, there's probably shooting with 3 cameras.
They're probably shooting with 6 cameras.
Right.
I think there's a camera for everybody.
For everybody, but. I guess they've been all doing it long enough that they know all cameras are going to be running at all times. After they yell cut as down, they're still running sometimes.
They're running.
But I feel like she doesn't care. That's how much she really doesn't care. And that's wild because everything's kept forever. You know what I mean? Like Sutton will see this, right?
Yep.
Like, so that's how she's about it.
Do you think Kathy's coming back next season? Or do you think it's just like, she's like the wind?
I think Kathy can decide whatever Kathy wants. Kathy could come in and out if she really wanted to because she's that good of TV.
Do you think, would you like to see Kathy back? Would you like to see Denise Richards? If you could pick one.
Oh,
hold on.
One?
If you could pick one, you get to have Lisa Rinna back, Kathy Hilton back, or Denise back.
This is so hard.
Just one.
This is so hard. I think
Who was the most entertaining out of those 3 for you?
Oh, man, this is really, really hard. But I think if I really had to say, I would pick Rinna.
I would pick Rinna also.
You would too?
Yeah, because she... Like Kathy Hilton is good in doses. She's like a 6-man off the bench.
Right.
She's a great 6-man. She comes off the bench, she puts up points, and then she goes back to the bench.
She can't drive it like Rinna.
No.
Right.
Lisa Rinna is a bus driver.
Yes.
And that's another sports analogy because they'll go like, LeBron James, he's driving the bus. Steph Curry.
I can't believe you don't know that. I know that. That's why I said she can't drive it.
But is that a sports analogy or is that like just a life thing?
I would say drive the ball to the basket. Like she would drive it to the basket. Like that's what I'm saying. Is that wrong?
Drive the ball to the basket.
That football?
Well, no. Like they'll say like Tom Brady is driving the bus. Like he's the number one guy.
Okay.
Speaking of number one guys.
Wait, don't skip there. I know where you're going to go there, but
we're going to go back to Jax.
You're messing with my OCD. Like you were going to talk about Jax, and I'm like, we
don't curse on this show. Jax is coming back to television, but let's stay focused.
Stay focused because I want to wrap up the thing with. But you would definitely say
Rinna brings the most, because she starts trouble. She's funny. She's kooky as any person that's ever been on Bravo. She is kooky.
Yeah.
She's got the lips. She's got the hair. She dances. She cries. She's got Harry Hamlin.
Yeah.
She calls him Harry Hamlin. She's got the daughters. She fights. She's really like an all-purpose housewife.
A well-rounded housewife. I think Denise, it would get really sad to watch and question if there's something else going on there.
You never know.
You don't know what's really happening, and it's kind of a one-note thing, and she comes in, and then she leaves all the time anyway. She can't, she steps out, like she comes in and out whenever she wants. She's sort of the Mary Cosby of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
She kind of decides.
Shout out to the great Mary Cosby.
We love her.
From Salt Lake City.
We love her from Salt Lake.
She's another one. They're like, you can come when you want to come.
Yeah, exactly.
When you don't want to come, don't come. They're going to be participating in activities. You can stay 200 yards away and commentate while the show's going on. She's like an at-home. She's like the Mary Cosby this year in Salt Lake City was like, the Muppets, the old men
that sit up in the.
That's what Mary Cosby was like. She didn't engage. She just watched and talked shit.
Yeah, she's like the narrator, like
the town crier.
Town crier.
Is it the town crier or the narrator?
Yeah, both.
The town crier's the narrator.
Similar, yeah, similar. I mean,
okay, we brought him up inadvertently.
Because you always have him, because he's number one. You always got him on your mind.
The number one guy, Jax Taylor, The Valley, Brittany, Kristen Doty. Shout out to Kristen Doty and Jax Taylor.
I mean,
lifers. Yo.
They're coming back. I'm so excited. I mean, listen, the trailers to that show, there's always anticipation from a spin-off type show that you were like, nah, you can't do it. Don't try. You're not going to do it. But I think they may have done it here.
That guy is so unhinged, so entertaining. Again, it's the thing that, for me, resonates the most for any reality TV show. When you go through watching them grow up and watching this guy cheat and fail and cheat and fail and break up and try to do good, and the sports bar, and the number one guy, and this, that, and the third, and then finally find a girl who he shitted on.
Wow.
She stayed with him, and I'm so glad Brittany stayed with him. They had a kid. Jax Taylor has a child.
Wait, hello. Why are you so glad she stayed with him?
It's not our relationship to judge, babe.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking. I thought maybe you had some insight of why for him it was served him.
Because I want to see him do well. Inevitably, I want to see redemption. Like, I respond to the redemption. I respond to the redemption of any characters, whether it's a movie, whether it's in real life, and whether it's Real Housewives. Just like last week on the episode number 2 of the Rapaport'S reality, we talked about the redemption of the great Erika Jayne. And I was sitting there in the fire, and at times, people were like, yo, you're backing this person, And fortunately, the redemption happened. So I want to see, I see the good in Jax Taylor. I see the good in Tom Sandoval, although it's tough.
Oh, you're looking, you
gonzo.
Must have like some
he is
X-ray,
gonzo.
super X-ray glasses, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, Sandoval's gonzo.
Like you're skipping around. No, I don't understand. I think Jax is broken. Okay, he's fully broken.
You don't see a little light in his eye in the trailer?
Maybe in the beginning, with like the first couple of seasons I saw.
No, now. Like
you're saying you just took me through his whole span of life, and I'm saying,
was great.
And I'm saying, yeah, I could see where you saw he was like the floppy fish that couldn't get it together and didn't know where he was going, and he cheated. And by the way, from what I'm seeing and reading, he's still the same guy.
Unfortunately.
So, like, that's why I'm asking you, what do you think? You had some insight of why he's great for Brittany. I think Brittany the mistake that a lot of us make in relationships is that not me. I'm not. You just looked at me. If you could see how he just looked at me, not you. But I'm just saying, like, had I stayed with you the first time around when you, like, from 20, like, we were 25, we stayed together, it would have been a disaster.
But no one should be in relationships at 20.
But he was older than that, by the way, when he met her.
He started the show, he's 40.
Right. So,
like, he said he was 25, like, he was 40.
He was 40. So,
he had a 40-year-old soul.
What I'm saying, babe, is that I feel like she wanted this guy to be something that he is not capable of being, and now there's a reckoning with that, and here we are. And he got involved with a bar. And
that's a good thing, though, for him.
It's not sports bar. Nightlife for him is
sports bars are daytimes. Sunday,
setting him up.
I want him to do good. I'm rooting for him.
I know you're just such a Pisces.
I'm rooting for all of them. I want them all to do good. I want them all to do good. I wanted Lotta to do well when she was. I do turn back to them.
But really, you thought with Randall, it was
no, of course not.
Well?
But after she found out. Lala, let's stay focused.
Okay.
The point is that they have a kid now. It's not like a normal breakup. I want to see them.
That's the part that upsets me. When you have kids, it's like, no, we don't like divorce. We know what that means. So, yes, I do agree. What's our point to this whole thing?
The point is that the number one guy is back.
Yeah, and it's going to be great TV.
That's the point.
At the end.
Period.
Can't wait.
There's no other.
Can't wait.
That's it. I don't have to lead. I don't have to give a whole deposition explanation. The point is the number one guy is back. Period. That's it.
Moving on.
All right, let's pay some bills. All right, we'll be right back. And Kristen Doute.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about a woman who you root for. Kristen Doute was so fucking nuts on her reign during Vanderpump Rules. She was whacked out, getting shitted on, getting smacked by Stassi, getting cheated on.
Well, she smacked too, by the way.
But I mean, she brought the whole kit and caboodle. And when it's happening, I think like we're like, get rid of her. And then a little time goes and you're like, I'm glad to see her back.
Yes, I am glad to see that she's back on a show and it's nice. We'll see. I can't wait to see the show. It looks amazing. It looks thoroughly entertaining. And it also makes the Valley in which I lived sort of I won't say appealing, but a place to live, which I would never live again. It makes it look
sexy. And let me just tell you guys, babe, you could break down the Valley. I'll add it to it.
The Valley is a place where people go to die. No, I'm kidding. No, I lived in the Valley for many years. It's I have special place in my heart for the Valley because it's where I fell in love with my other best friend, Tammy. So the Valley has some good things about it, but it's not the place in LA that you really, it used to be cheaper. I don't think it's much cheaper anymore to live and buy a house. There's pockets maybe still, but you got to go further and further out. It's just not, it's not that sexy to me.
It's amazing what these cameras can do.
I know. Because now that we live in New York, sometimes when we watch a show that takes place in LA, aren't we like, oh my gosh.
Vanderpump Rules is one.
Totally.
The Valley, I'm like, that street's a shithole.
Yeah.
And even in the trailer, I'm like, but they make it look good. The quick cuts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Guys, the Valley... If you're young or you have a family, if you're young and you're looking for your first apartment and you're in California, the Valley's great. If you have a family, the Valley could be great if that's your thing. It's great for families. But in general, when I think of the Valley, and I never lived in the Valley, thank goodness.
I think of hot.
I think of brick hot. I mean, when they talk about like if you watch the news in California, they'll be like, in the Valley, it was 107 degrees today.
Right.
Like it's hot.
Well, I personally think about the place of the Valley where you go when you break up with someone and you need a cheap apartment. That was my personal life. So like,
and it's a lonely place. The Valley could be. Paul Thomas Anderson movies are all shot in the Valley.
That's right.
To give people a reference.
It's the capital of pornography.
The capital of pornography, right. The capital of loneliness. And if you think of movies that Paul Thomas Anderson shot, Boogie Nights is one of them. The movie that he did with Adam Sandler, that sort of desolate streets. Let me tell you something, what doesn't happen in the Valley? Walking. You're never going for a walk in the Valley because it's so spread out and so hot. You're never going to be like, I'm going to just go for a walk.
Yeah, it's tough.
Unless you're just like walking in circles.
I used to go for runs at night in the Valley. Yeah, the Valley has some really good things about it. No disrespect to anybody who lives in the Valley.
Oh, no disrespect at all. They got good sushi.
I'm just not living there anymore.
No. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Knock on my head. But babe, speaking of being young and living in the Valley,
yes.
we're really we're hot on Winter House.
Good show.
This is one of my favorite shows.
Good.
I think you came into that show a little later than I did.
Late.
I think last season was your first season. My favorite person on that show is Paige. I love her. But anyway, we've been getting into this.
Paige is like a shout out to my man
Craig.
No, Chef Jack, Brendan's son. Brendan, our friend Brendan and Suzanne, like he loves Paige.
Does he?
All those teenage boys love Paige.
She's hot. He's got good taste.
Yeah, everybody loves Paige. And she's hot. She's sweet.
She's very nice.
And we met her briefly, but she has a sweet. She gave a sweet vibe. The other girl we met that had a sweet vibe at BravoCon 2023 was Amanda.
Amanda's great. That's Kyle's. Kyle? Yeah,
that's
Mohawk, Mullet's wife. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, they're married.
Right, they're married.
Wait, so okay, babe, Winter House is a trip. I sometimes question it while we're watching it, that we are, the age that we are, and we love these shows where people get blasted on the weekends, live in a house together, and fumble around the sheets. Like, you know how we love Below Deck? We love it for the sexy time. I mean, these people get nasty drunk. we didn't have that time when we were younger. We were young in Hollywood. I think we were telling this to somebody like
we were not drinkers. We've never been drinkers.
Drink and
we're not
sloppy druggies and we didn't have that fun time. Like this kind of behavior is fascinating to me. I don't know how they feel good in the morning.
I don't either.
And somehow they wake up and they come down in the kitchen and they're like, they still look cute and they're still hot in their bikinis and they lean over the counter and they're fucking hot little bodies. It's so fun to watch. But anyway, this time around.
They drink like animals.
I can't understand it.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they handle it.
And sometimes they go like, oh, I'm hungover, but you don't seem hungover.
They don't seem it. They
got their outfits on and they all wear their sliders. They all wear, that's what they call flip-flops, like sliders.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like their Yeezy sliders and all that shit.
It's amazing.
And they just got their hats on and I don't know how you recoup from that. If I drink like one of those people on that show drank I never drank like that. Not one time in my entire life. If I did it once.
I've never seen, I think one time you drank a little and you came home when we were younger and pretended you were drunk, but you weren't really. But speaking of this, how about Carl being accused of being on something by Lindsay? And he's, this is really upsetting to me because I feel so bad for this relationship. Now we know. I mean,
it's over.
It's over. We know that.
The wedding's canceled, right?
Yeah, they're done. But
very weird dynamic.
I think in Bravo 2023 he was on one of your panels.
Yes, Carl was.
He was a very sweet and very serious guy.
Yes.
I liked him a lot. He was really took life.
But he was gun shy.
He was.
Because when I brought up Lindsay and I brought up the relationships and all that stuff, like the fear in his eyes when I was asking questions.
I mean,
he was like,
well, now that you watch the show, you see her.
He was spooked.
I'm sure.
He was spooked, and he was spooked in the eyes. So when I asked him the questions, because some people are like, why didn't you ask this? Why don't you ask that? And I'm like, I'm not there to make them look or feel like shit. I could see fear in his eyes. And I'm not down with that on a panel at BravoCon. You want to build them up. It's for the fans, not to humiliate them.
Yeah, yes, and he got enough of that from her. And now that we watched the show, she sat there and on one of her confessionals, it really hurt my feelings for him. She talked all about him not really kind of figuring out his way. And I mean, I can relate to that jack of all trades, master of none situation. And she said, oh, he even got a life coach and it was for 6 months and it cost him $20,000. I was going to ask you this. And I thought,
life
this
coach,
poor guy.
$20,000.
Yes, it cost $20,000 for 6 months. And she said it on TV about him. And I was like, is that love? I would never do that to you. But here's the thing. I maybe do it at a dinner party. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. But listen, I was going to ask you, he asked for the ring back. Do you think that is tacky?
No.
Would you ask for my ring back, my nice big one?
No. I wouldn't ask for that ring back. No. No, but if
Why do you think people do?
If I was a young person and we were engaged and it got to a point and we didn't get married, yes. Now, I would never ask for your ring back. God forbid we ever got to that.
It's worth a lot. It's worth a whole lot of money.
I wouldn't do that, but I understand why people do that. It's like, I got you this ring in expectations, hopes, dreams that we were going to get married.
Yeah.
And for one reason or another, and we saw a lot of it play out on the show and on Watch What Happens Live, they didn't get married. Like, he's not a rich guy.
No, I know.
I need that fucking ring back.
He's trying to figure it out, and no doubt.
I ain't trying to figure that ring. No, I ain't trying to figure it out. I just wasted $20,000 on a life coach.
That's right. I need that money back.
I was on drugs.
Yes.
Okay, I need that fucking ring back.
Give me that ring back. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
What would you think? You seem like the type of person. It depends.
I would have. If he was in a bad way, I think I would have given it back to him. But she's not.
Unless he did you wrong, then you'd be like, I'm selling that shit.
Unless he cheated and he did something, I would turn that shit into a necklace. I would keep it and wear it in front of him. No, I would do something Scorpio-like. But no, babe, I think that she's terrible for accusing him for being on drugs.
All the time.
Especially when the bitch is straight drunk all the time.
And she's like I'm drinking, but you don't turn it around on him being like, are you on something?
Yeah, it's so unfair. I find
and he's like, I'm sober. I didn't do anything. I didn't even smoke much. She's like, are you sure you're not on something? It's like, it's a weird way of arguing.
It's also a weird way of arguing, and I want to talk to you about it because that last episode.
You want to talk about arguing?
No. Yeah, I wanted because that last episode was really uncomfortable. They're fighting because there's something in the fighting.
Of reality TV.
No, I know, but there's something in the fighting that's interesting, and this is what happens sometimes between you and I have to work on it. It's like if you have a problem and you say it to me, I have to really work on just receiving it, just listening.
That's the only thing I ask.
I know.
Because you don't have a lot of problems. And you used to say, I have no problems. And you're pretty
It's pretty true.
It's pretty true.
I work on myself really hard, but one thing I don't like.
You went to therapy today.
Yes.
I didn't.
When I
I didn't.
We'll talk about that. But the one thing
that's on the podcast.
The podcast goes really wrong.
People are like, no, fuck the show. Talk about that. Talk about.
When is
wait. What did you just say there?
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, that's
But so that last episode, when they were on the steps, they went out and they were getting a drink and they were playing cornhole, and they went to the steps and they were arguing. It was so terrible because she was doing that typical thing that couples do when they're arguing. As she goes, you mean I can't say that? Well, what happens when you say that? So when I'm doing it, it means that I'm da-da-da-da. And when you're doing it, it never goes anywhere. It's like, and so I found that when you and I were in bed watching it, because sometimes those are how our fights go. And what I'm working on now is, after our last little thing that we got into, is that I want to work on, like, when you're saying something to me, but if you say it in a tone that is under certain decibels, the tone has to be under certain decibels.
That's not my strength, tone. I know. But I'm working on it.
I know. It's a typical New York, everything sounds like.
It just sounds.
I know, but it doesn't work. But if you're just expressing yourself, I could sit and listen and hear it. But what was happening between them, I was like, this is all the fights on TV. And it's, I don't know if I'm getting too old or something. It makes me really uncomfortable. I feel like they need a therapist because.
Well, obviously they needed more than a therapist.
I mean, and also let's say that when you are sober and you date someone who drinks like that.
It's weird.
It's bad. It's like how when I get mad at you when I'm trying to not eat sugar and I hide it.
Do you want to talk about what we've been going through?
Oh, we're 2 days off of not eating any desserts. This is good.
You're listening to Rapaport's Reality. We'll be right back. Babe, you have your stuff with your eating. I have my stuff with my eating. I was in the road in Pleasanton. Shout out to the shows in Pleasanton. Shout out to Tommy T's.
What do they feed you at Tommy T's that you have to give them a shout out?
Well, I was with Dean, the shooter, the young shooter from the I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast. And it's those clubs. You know, the waitress will come in, can I help you with anything? She sticks this menu in your face, and you don't even have to look at it. You know what's going to be on there. It's chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, barbecue chicken wings, you know, with blue cheese and blue sauce and, you know, nachos and
you're phlegmy now. I hear it now.
And sorry, some of the clubs will have better stuff than other clubs, but Pleasanton, Tommy T's, great club. The food was straight up. Like there was no bells and whistles.
Oh no.
Like there were no bells.
You came home looking a little bloated.
Yeah, I know. I came home. You could smell it. One time you said I could smell.
I could smell French fries or something, or chicken, or you burped, and I was like, "Oh my God, what do you eat?" I am a little bit of that annoying wife, like because
you should be
because I'm a little like I don't like the smells that come with your eating habits when you're on the road. And
also nobody should be eating what we had.
It's like we sometimes
but
eat
I didn't
like
have
we're
no
14.
desserts. He had desserts in there. I didn't. I was like, I'm not eating that shit.
Okay, good.
That was my stance.
Okay, you took a stance. No, here's the thing with me, babe. We have to get better. Like we're so fortunate. Knock on wood.
Why don't you share with the world and me, because you didn't tell what you ate while I was in Pleasanton.
Oh.
What you privately ate while I was in Pleasanton.
I'll share this.
And be detailed.
No, I'm not going to. I'm detailed. There's no details. It's not that hardcore because I only went to Connecticut by myself for two nights. It was very lovely. We're very blessed to have a nice setup there that could be very spa-like for myself. So, but I went there and I ruined it because I went to Trader Joe's and
that's
at the checkout,
they do it on purpose.
Oh,
at
the
checkout
Trader is incredible. And for some reason, right now they have these chocolate bars that say organic.
Bullshit.
I mean, like,
what does that mean? Organic chocolate?
I don't know, but the way the cover is, and they're very thick. You know how I get those little ones that come in a pack of 3 usually, and they're really small, and I feel like they're small. These ones are honkers. They're like really big, and the paper thing on it is so cute, and the writing is really pretty. So I got 2 of those. And then because it's whatever, Easter season.
What?
Easter season.
You're going to blame it on Easter? Babe, you would have found the shit if it was Easter, Christmas. Halloween,
Let me finish.
Purim,
I gotta finish.
Summer, 4th of July. Don't blame it on Easter.
Well, Passover doesn't have jelly beans. So anyway, so there's a big bag now of the jelly beans I like. And I don't even like them from there. They just don't have all the other chemicals that the other jelly. Anyway, long story short,
they say.
I got a bag of those, like a fun size, sharing size.
Wow.
Although there just was no one to share it with. And I proceeded to go and I watched 2 good movies and I ate 2 chocolate bars.
And
half a bag of...
In one night?
That's split between 2 nights. But people don't understand. I don't like regular food. Regular food is not my thing. Like, my love language is like sweets. Like when Tammy will bake me like the sweets, she made me that delicious carrot cake. This is heaven to me. This is what life is really.
You get really, really possessive and like territorial.
Yeah, I know.
With candy and sweets. Like, I want my stuff. I want to eat what I eat. But like, while you have a bag of jelly beans or if you have a chocolate bar, you're ready to physically push me, like fight, like you. It's a weird thing,
so
and I'm like thinking, are you playing like? No, you're
I'm
like
not really
like like an animal.
No, I'm just protecting you because you want to eat
me. No, you're protecting the food.
No, because babe, you don't have the desire for sweets. I'm like, why are you into this? This is not even your thing. It's my thing, and you kind of like just jump on the sweet bandwagon when I haven't. It's not even your craving.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit there and let you eat jelly beans without eating some. I'm not going to do that.
Why not?
Because I like it enough. And
See,
I
but
like
that's
chocolate
the thing.
enough.
That enough is not.
I don't crave jelly beans because I'm 54. A 54-year-old is not supposed to be at Trader Joe's. That's for the kids. You see, they have it low.
I can't stop it. I even talked to Dr. Oh, let's call him Dr.
G.
Dr. G. About it today, about my sugar. And it goes in waves. So sometimes I can like really just cut it out, which is probably not good because then sometimes I don't even want to eat real food because all I care about is cookies and candy and baked goods. And like, I love that kind of stuff. Like that's my own, I think that's what life is about. Like, oh, cookies and a carrot cake is like, if I could do a tour of life eating carrot cake, like all different kinds of carrot cake, although Tammy's is it's the best I've ever had in my life. That recipe that she last made was, anyway, this is all neither here nor there. Let's move on.
Okay.
I have a problem. I'm working on it, but it's day 2.
It's
no
day
sugar.
2. No candies. And because I, and then when I came back, we had ice cream from Seduto.
That was you. You wanted that.
You said you wanted something, and I was like, Seduto, Old Faithful.
But you ordered like 2 pounds of
that was by accident.
Ice cream.
That was by accident. You threw it out of the house, right?
Yeah, it's not here.
Because if it's in the house, I'm in a good place in my mind right now. I'm focused because I was like, I hit that scale. That scale was talking to me. That scale didn't give me a number. It was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? The scale was speaking to me like, yo, my man.
Yeah.
You're bugging.
I said to you, you haven't been this size since we first dated again.
Well,
you were like a heavy dad weight, like like
I don't like that. You said to me, you don't want to be on that Michael Moore shit because Michael Moore, he walking around looking like shit.
Yeah, you don't want to
look like
that.
Miss Doubtfire, looking like shit.
No, you don't want to do that. And neither do I. Also, we have to take care of the inside of our body and the health,
the outside,
and
the whole thing,
we're very
ups,
fortunate. Knock on wood, we're healthy right now. You can't, but it's what I like it. So how do I do it? I like it more than and by the way, all my health things were perfectly fine. I don't know. I don't have any anything. My cholesterol was fine this time. Like I don't know.
Anyway, we're coming to the end of Real Housewives of Potomac.
Well, before that, by the way, shout out to Married with Medicine because they hit their 10-year mark. I don't know how many people really watch that, but if you haven't watched it, you could go back from the beginning and get a whirlwind of television. It is so good. These are Black women who are doctors, who turn up. They turn up, and they are funny. Yeah. Talk about one-liners.
Yeah.
I mean, they have me dying laughing. I respect these women. Yeah. They bring me joy. I love them so much.
They fill the void of old school Atlanta.
They do. They really do. And now they have Phaedra on. So that makes everything really perfect. So I love that.
She's thus far in terms of reality TV this season with Married to Medicine and Traders, that double whammy.
Yep. Phaedra's
she's
doing
MVP.
It. Yeah, she is.
Apollo showed up at the reunion.
I know.
And Apollo...
Phaedra brought him back. Phaedra said,
I think they're like, yo, we're going to get this check. We're going to get this
they need
checks
it for
going.
him. Yeah.
Like, they seem like they have a little peace.
Yep.
Apollo's remarried. Apollo looks good.
He looks good.
He didn't age.
No.
And Andy Cohen asked Apollo, how much time in the joint did you do? And he said the joint. He said 5.5 years or so, which means he did close to 6.
6, yeah.
Like, he did 5
so
and 3/4.
He must have got 10, 11.
Yo, he did hard fucking time. And he was in there with Joe Giudice, and he sort of insinuated like he was with his people, because in prison, housewives are not, it's racial.
I know.
Like, he probably wanted to chill with Joe Giudice. I know, he said it.
He goes, he was with his crew and I was with mine.
Yeah, and we had to keep it moving.
Yeah, that's really weird.
But Apollo's out. He's remarried. And you know
what? The one part that bothered me, I didn't like that she said that she wouldn't meet his wife, and I didn't like that
Of course she wouldn't meet his wife.
And that
it's Phaedra.
I know, but that he can't come in the house. He could come home and pick the kids up, but he can't come in the house.
Maybe they're going to get there. Maybe they're going to get there. They had such a nice relationship, and it went dark quick.
Well, I think I'm okay.
What you think? What?
Well, he went to jail for 5.5 years, and let's not say
5.5 closer to 6.
Right. Let's not say.
No.
Think she didn't know anything about it? Did she? I don't know.
I don't know, but I like redemption. I like reconciliation. They have a kid. Shout out to Mr. President. That's the kid's name, right?
Mr. President, yeah.
And beautiful
kids.
And I always root for them. And when we speak of beautiful kids, we could wrap this episode up. We've talked about this before. When you look at the history of the housewife kids, you could go from city to city. You could go from Teresa Giudice's kids. You could go to Melissa Gorga's kids. You can go to Ramona Singer's kids, Dorinda Medley's kids, Sonia Morgan's kids, Robin Dixon's kids. You could go to even Jen Shaw's kids. Across the country of housewives, the kids are always so fucking nice. And
sweet kids.
Giselle Bryant's daughter.
Oh my gosh, they're my favorite.
Those 3 kids.
They're so beautiful.
And they're so genuinely sweet.
And smart and funny. And
they love their mother.
Love their mom.
I don't know how.
All of these people are doing something right with their children, it seems like. All of them. All of them.
The craziest
They're
of the,
wacky.
I mean, the Lisa Rinna's kids, so Kyle Richards' kids. I mean, all the Orange County people. The kids are always like, look at this. They're nice. They're soft-spoken. They're polite. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well,
how does this happen?
Right. I think kids can be great.
Kids can be great. But shout out to Giselle Bryant, her
daughter,
first daughter
going off to college. It was so touching to see the softer side of Giselle, and that was beautiful. And also, I think I want to see if it's possible for me to purchase some GNA because, and I'm hoping.
Shout out to Giselle and Ashley
and Ashley's brand of workout wear.
What a fashion show!
Athleisure wear. It wasn't nice of the ladies to sort of cap on it by saying
they're rude to each other.
They were so rude and saying that it looked a little sweaty, and Candace was talking to her mess about it. But I'm really excited, and it was an unlikely pairing for the two of them to do a line together. I'm just hoping that GNA is not a little she by Sheree, and it actually comes out.
We hope it's not a she by Sheree situation.
Yeah.
We're waiting for it 3 seasons from now.
Yeah. Well, I think they'll come out because
they got that fashion show going quick.
They did. They did. They did.
Did you see anything from the first collection of G&A, Giselle and Ashley's leisure wear, athletic?
I did not. I can answer that. I did not.
You didn't see anything that you would possibly wear?
I could answer that.
Nothing.
I did not. But I am counting on many, many people did.
And this is just the first line. The second line, you might find something interesting.
Yeah, that's right.
And one of your favorite T-shirts, shout out to Sheree, Hell to the no, to the no. Sheree, one of your favorite T-shirts is
I wear to bed
Sheree.
Every night.
And it makes me, Sheree, my wife going to sleep in your Hell to the no.
No, it's a Who Gonna Check Me Boo T-shirt.
My wife going to sleep in your Who Gonna Check Me Boo T-shirt every single night, or when it's clean. There's not a time where I don't acknowledge it. And it makes me happy
so good
that she's wearing it because you make me happy. What more can I say, babe? We're done. This next episode, let's tell the people.
Yeah.
The next episode will be coming live and direct from Israel. We will be doing the next episode from Israel. You just looked at me because you're like, oh shit, how are we going to do that from Israel?
Because, okay.
The show can't stop.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. Rapaport's Reality. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let us know what you think of the episode. Leave a comment on Instagram. Rate, review, yada, yada, yada. And, what can I say?
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. And we'll be back for episode 4, the iconic, much anticipated episode 4 of Rapaport's Reality.
Bye, guys.